All right, we got a 5-fish footer on the first hole for birdie. We're gonna try and get her paid. The game will play.
Okay.
You're rewarded for birdies, but you're penalized for bogeys.
Okay.
You're rewarded even more for eagles, but you're penalized more for double bogeys.
Okay.
So what do you think is a good reward for a birdie?
I don't know, like...
Cash. Cash is always a good carrot. How much?
Okay.
20?
Sure.
20. 20 for birdies, 50 for eagles. All right, 103 yards.
Okay. I think the pin is in the back.
It's in the bowl at the back, yeah.
Okay.
Which means if you land it 3 to 5 steps short of it, it should release a little bit down the hill. If you land it at the pin, I think you'll be landing it with enough spin to where it'll stop pretty quick.
All right. I'm gonna pull a 54. That's like a 100-yard shot, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully is the number.
I think it's a good club.
Chunked it all.
Start line good. Outcome, I think, really good.
We'll see.
Swing direction also good, but let me critique one thing. And I think this is what begins to emerge as you see a player play on the golf course. In fact, many things we can evaluate as we look at a player play on the golf course is what things would help versus hinder the transference from a practice range setting or a lesson setting to the golf course. And can I switch positions with you?
Yeah.
So you're now the observer back here, and this is what you did inside of your practice swing. Which is what?
Like 2 left of a swing direction.
2 left of a swing direction, yeah. So you're leaning in, you're actually rehearsing, rotate the rib cage, move the hand path with it, and inside of that practice swing, you probably created a 5 to 7 degree left swing direction. Whereas what I would be hopeful is that if we still need to continue to bake in to move to where this skill in the downswing is unconscious, then we should be rehearsing it out here the same way we're rehearsing on the driving range. So you hit a good shot, you accomplish the swing direction, but the rehearsal suggested you may not. Okay? All right, we got a 5-fish footer on the first hole for birdie. We're gonna try and get her paid. When you've got your read, tell me what it is.
I think it's just inside left.
So you're playing it as a 1?
Yeah.
So you're playing inside left? Thank you.
Oh.
Tell me what you think it missed.
I think I hit it too hard.
You certainly hit it too hard. You hit it through the break that is there. Was there any pull in it, in your mind?
I don't think.
Yeah, it was close to being pulled. I need to evaluate. It might be as small as 1/10 or 2/10 of a degree. Were you feeling any anxiety or tension on that putt?
No.
It wasn't. How often do you feel anxiety and tension on the golf course when you're competing?
Like, I feel like the first putt.
First putt, like the tournament?
Yeah.
First putt of a round?
Yeah, first putt of a tournament. Or like, yeah.
It's a fairly normal thing that players describe, feeling either on the first tee shot or on the first green or first series of holes sometimes. And does it return at all? Like midway in the round, final few holes?
I feel like I get most anxious when I have like a 3 or 4 footer.
And so that can occur anytime during a round?
I think it just depends on the putt. Sometimes I step over a putt, I feel like not extremely confident over it, but sometimes I'm like, oh, it's like chill, I can make this. Like this is typically when I get anxious.
Yeah, and is that because it's shorter than one before, or is that because also it's now for par versus birdie?
I think it's both. I also just think I had such a short putt starting off.
Yep.
And then having like a 3-footer back.
Right. Cool.
Is that bunker
it's
on
in
the
play,
right?
for sure. From this tee?
Yeah.
This is on purpose. I'm teeing you up here, so we bring that right bunker into play.
Okay.
But you can get through the fairway on the left, so your fairway is about half the width that it would typically be if we were down there. Yeah. In fact, down there, it's probably 3 times the width it is from here.
Okay.
So you have to skirt just to the left of that fairway bunker, but you can't go any more than the middle of the fairway left, otherwise it's down in the taller grass. Beautiful. Again, nice transfer. Right down the middle. Right down the middle of a very narrow fairway. In the last event, you said you were 3 under through 4. Right? It would be very easy to get ahead of yourself at that point, starting to future think based on what happened in the past. So like carrying forward either a level of anxiety that builds because you're playing really well, or a level of anxiety that builds because you're playing really poorly. So what is the strategy that you use to bring it back to those 3 whole snippets of a round when what's happened in the past is affecting you?
I think I'm less of a player that, like, if I play poorly in the first 5 holes, I know I can come back. Like, I know I can, like, make more birdies and I'll be under par by the end of the day. I just, like, know that. But when I play well, like, if I'm, like, 4 under after, like, I think one event was 4 under after 4 holes. I made first 4 birdies in a row. And I started thinking about, like, how, like, it's easy for me to just keep this up and then I can shoot, like, 9 under, 10 under if I just play consistent. And I get super frustrated, like, later on when I'm, like, make 1 or 2 bogey. I'm like, oh, I was, like, 4 under after 4 holes, and now I'm, like, 1 under, where I'm even right now.
Yeah.
So I've been just trying to, like, trying my best to not think about the past.
Yeah, in 2018, I sat down with Inbee Park. You know who Inbee Park is, right? It was actually Inbee and So Yon. At that time, So Yon was just out of being number 1 in the world. Inbee had been a great player, a Hall of Fame player, number 1 in the world many times over in her career at that point. And Inbee's response to the question that relates to when you've got a low round going, whether it's a hot start or whether it's just progressively you're getting more under par, her response was telling. And she says, I don't think about where I am relative to par. I just think about 1 hole at a time, and I feel like I'm making deposits in the bank when I make a birdie. Because she knows, or at least she plays with the mindset that she's going to face difficulty, she's going to make a bogey or 2, and so the more birdies she can bank, the more she has the security that when she does make a bogey, she's okay with it. So it's like she plays with this mindset, she's going to make a mistake, and so she's forgiving of that mistake, and it causes her to play with the mindset that doesn't, like, shift her into aggressiveness, but it makes her feel comfortable hitting good shots and making more birdies because she's telling herself, well, I'm going to make a bogey eventually. And it's like this mental trick that allows her to almost not make a bogey and just keep on making birdies. So it's a little different kind of nuance inside of that similar strategy of being present and almost mentally accepting that you will miss, which increases the chances that you won't miss. Right? Let's play the shot in the par 5.
It's 155 to carry the bunker. So
What's the number?
237.
Okay, 237 pin. What do we got around the pin?
There's a bunker on the left side, and then there's really not much going on the right. And then the only thing in play right now is just the front bunker, but it's 155 to carry.
Yeah, so front bunker's not in play. We got ridge lines down the right, and since the pin's on the left, it'd be okay to pitch in that collection area on the right. And really, we just can't go left because it goes down the hill into the stuff, right?
Yeah, the fescue.
Yeah, nice shot. Again. I might be in trouble for an eagle from you here. Sit. Sit.
Oh, it's long.
I think it rolled long and maybe got left of the left edge of the green. If so, we'll be
In the fescue.
dealing with a little difficult chip. But let's go check it out. Good swing. Ooh, that went really long. And it wasn't because it was too low either. I thought the apex was nice. You agree?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. As you're reflecting on this, do you think it would have been better if you had played a shorter club and took long out of play? I mean, we're pitching back into the wind, right?
I didn't think 237 was going to be long. Like, I thought that would be like...
237 pin?
Yeah. Wouldn't be long at all.
Yeah. The style of shot you played was proper. You needed to play that shot from there.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that you'd be landing at pin high with spin coming back off the slope to a couple of feet.
I didn't think so either.
You didn't evaluate that as being possible, right?
Well, I aimed left.
Yeah.
I know it's going to roll down, but I didn't think it was going to, like, carry super far.
There you go. For 20.
I think if anything, it's breaking a little left, but it's a 2-footer. So I'm just going to go right center.
Were you feeling anything over that putt?
No.
Any anxiety, no stress? Why not? It was for money. It was a short putt.
I think that's too short. I think it's 2-footer.
Oh, okay. So it needed to be a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Got it.
I think on this shot, in theory, left side of the fairway would be a better angle into the green.
Yeah, I mean, the left side of the fairway is certainly flatter. I don't know that the left side of the fairway, given how soft it is after the rain of the last 2 days, gives us any additional roll.
Okay.
So really all you're talking about then is it being flatter and maybe a little better angle into the green.
Yeah.
But this green, you're playing for the middle anyway because
Yeah.
you'll be coming in with such a long club.
But I think I'm going to aim at the American flag.
Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah, good swing. Lovely job.
Thank you. So far.
What do you got, 195?
217.
217. This is a good spot here.
Yeah, this is a good angle.
Certainly not the in-between 5-iron number.
Yeah, certainly not.
But it's not a 3-wood, is it?
No, I'm in between my two hybrids. I just know where the pin's at.
You need a 190 carry out of that club to get there.
Well, this is when it gets interesting. This is why I'm going to take this club out. This club carries like 195, 200, but it's just so inconsistent off the face that I don't even know if this one's going to turn out like high and it just like lands decently nice and like have a 15-yard rollout, or this one's just like not going to fly anywhere and then just run over the green.
You were fit for both of them?
Yeah.
In the same session? Mm-hmm. And this one was behaving fine in that session?
Yeah, it was like solid. It was like 200 carry and then kind of a little rollout. But I've just been hitting this club poorly.
I think this one brings into play that you might be short and therefore it's going to come back up at the front.
Yeah.
This one always gets the front number.
Yeah.
I think it's this club for sure.
Okay. That was nice.
That was really nice. She's going to hurt me again. Oh, no, get over.
Short. Damn.
It's right on top. The ball's still deciding whether it's going to roll back at us, which it is right now.
Dang.
The pitch is here. It kicks forward, takes the slope down to the left, and you probably got a pretty decent opportunity for birdie.
Uh-oh. Break. Sit.
You should be loving it.
Go. Sit.
Well done.
Thank you.
Good touch. Really good touch.
I think this is when I get anxious.
Okay.
After
good.
I hit a really good putt
Good.
from like a mile away and then I have a 3-footer.
Yeah, we got a comebacker here. Yeah.
And it's worse that like the putt, like where it breaks, is not super obvious.
And this is not super obvious, is it?
Yeah.
It's relatively flat. Nice job. So that was great, because that was the perfect storm of scenarios. The break wasn't super obvious. The break, if anything, was different than the break coming down. You had wind opposing you, and then you had to do a few things really successfully. You had to physically execute successfully. That physical execution is built on a foundation of proper practice. You did that in the last 2 days, which is why the stroke qualities are high. So that the physical practice increases the probability of making a good stroke. But then sometimes standing into it, that threat loop that you get stuck in will cause changes in the technique that your brain chooses to use. And then you've got to kick in breathing or self-talk or a way to psychologically trick yourself to just execute as if it's any putt in practice. What did you find effective that time, if anything at all?
On that putt, I was like, okay, I don't know if it's left, I don't know if it's right. I kind of see both sides. And then I kind of was just like, it's a 3-footer. And then as long as I put a good stroke on it, it's not going to move a mile. Like if it's left, I played like, if it's moving right, I played like left center.
Right.
So I'll probably like go in, like if it is, it's going to go in like right side of the whole cup. And then I don't see it going to move a ton left.
Yeah.
So if it moves a tiny little bit, it's still going to go in on the left side of the cup.
And so everything you said right then is true. And because you told yourself that, psychologically you let yourself make the stroke that you've been making in practice. And those are the things that you need to be able to discover for yourself. What was effective in this situation? It could be effective in every situation. But you shouldn't limit yourself in terms of the tools. As we were driving up in the golf cart, you should be using all of the tools. The talking to the caddy, the breathing, the speed of walking, the slow sipping water or sipping water, all of those things in aggregate, combined, will build a level of resilience such that you'll be just less likely to fall victim to that that threat loop that we've been talking about. Are you 20? Good job.